the previous video, we have seen the insertion of elements or insertion of nodes in a single linked list in three ways, right? At beginning or at head position, and at a particular position, and at back or at the end of the linked list. Now we will see the deletion of elements in three ways. So, deletion of elements can be done in three ways. That is, at beginning, at a particular position, third one is at end. Okay. First, we'll be seeing what is meant by deletion at beginning. Okay. What is meant by beginning? I've already said that beginning can be called as head position. So now if you want to delete an element at the beginning, you have to go to the head position. My head position is containing 200 address, right? What is my 200 element? Here. So now I will take, with the help of my head pointer, I will go to this head pointer. Now I have 200 in this head pointer, so I will go to this element. So what is my element over here? So my element is 20 and I will be deleting this complete part. Okay. So now my head is pointing to, now my head will be pointing to this element, right? This has been deleted and this element is pointing 100. Okay. So after this, I have removed connections between my deleted node and present node. Okay. So after this, my first operation is done. Insertion at head position. If I wanted to delete element at my head position, first of all, I have to change my head address. My head element is previously, it was 200. After deleting, my head is containing the address of my first node. Before, previously, the first node was deleted and now freshly my head is pointing to the other node, the second node, which was next to the deleted node, right? So head is pointing to this node. So head is containing 100. I hope you have understood what is meant by deletion at head. When you want to delete at head position, the head position address will be changing. It will be containing the address of the next second element, which is point. The next one is insertion, deletion at a particular position. Say for example, I've added an element here. Say for example, I wanted to delete this element. My position 1, 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay. Now I wanted to delete this element. Okay. I wanted to delete a particular element or a particular positioned element. My element is, I want to delete 2 second position element. My second element is 92. So I have deleted this element. Okay. So my first node is 10. 10's address is 100 and 10's next part is 900. But 900, that element is deleted. Now I have to establish one more connection. The element next to this is 62. What is 62's address? 2000, right? So 2000 will be stored here. Okay. So what is the next address of 62? 600. This is fine. This is called deletion of elements or deletion of nodes at a particular position. Now, deletion of elements, okay, at the end of the list. Now, what is the end of the list? I've already said during the insertion of nodes in the linked list. So, how do you find what is the last element? When data part's next address is containing null, then it is called as, what is it called as? When data part's next part is equal to null, then it is called as last node. But if the data part next part is containing some or the other address, then it is called as, it means that there are other elements or any number of elements next to that element. So what is my null? Next part, I will be going from 100. My head part is 100. Now I wanted to find what is the last node. So my first node is 100. It is containing 100. So my first node is 100. 100's data part is 10 and my next address is 2000. So 2000 is here. So in 2000 I have my data part as 62 and next part is 600. So what is my next element? 600. So what is my 600's data part? That's 36 and my next part, my next pointer is containing 2 null. That means there are no other elements. So I wanted to delete this element. Okay. I hope you all have understood. So I have deleted this element. So now tell me what is going on with the addresses. So 62's next part is 600. Are there any other elements next to 62? No. So it will be pointing to null. This operation is called deletion of elements at the end. We covered the deletion operations in 3 ways, that is in deletion at a particular position or deletion at beginning or deletion at an end. Okay. So what is my third operation? My third operation is traversal. Okay. What is meant by traversal? Visiting each node. The exact definition for traversal is visiting each node. That means you will be visiting each node with the help of next addresses. Okay. I will give you the example for that. This is my head pointer. Head always points to my first node. So there are no elements. So it is pointed to null. My first element is 23. It is stored at the address 300. So there are no elements. It is pointed to null. Okay. Next part is called null. So my head is always pointing to my first node. So null changes to 300. Okay. After this, I've started writing elements. My next element is 12 and my address location is, say, for example, it is 1200. So my next part is null. So always, initially it was null, but after establishing connections, the 23's next part will be pointing to my 12's address, right? What is 12's address? 1200. Okay. So after this, I have took an element 40. Its address is somewhere around 400 or something. Next part is null. So after this 12, next part should be containing the address of 40, right? Next element. So what is my next element? Initially it was null. Now it is 400. So after 40, are there any other elements? No. It remains to null only. Okay. So now I will show you what is meant by traversal. So what is meant by traversal? Traversal is the process of visiting each node. Okay. So how do I visit each node? Say for example, this is my head node. Head node always points to my first node, right? Head always contains the address of first node. So I've got my first node's address, that is 300. So this is 300. 300's data part is 23 and 300's next part is 1200. I went from head to my first node. I visited my first node now. After this, with the help of my next node, I will be visiting to my next node. So where is my 1200? Here. What is 1200's data part? 12 and 1200's next part? 400. Now where is 400? Here. Okay. So what is my 400's data part? 40. And 400's next part? Null. So this is my last node. So with the help of my head pointer, I visited first node. With the help of first node's next part, I've traversed to my second node. With the help of second node's next part, I've traversed to my third node. With the help of third node's next part, I've got to know that there are no other elements in the next. So this is called as the traversal process in single linked list. I hope you all have understood. I hope you all have understood what is meant by single linked list and what are the operations, different kinds of operations in single linked list. In case if you find my lectures helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Code with Laya and also share them with your friends. Thank you.